right. I don't even know if I should say assisted living fans. Look, I won't be real. I have not seen one positive. I have not seen one positive comment about this series. I mean, if you can find one, hey, like I always say, there are links to my social media outlets in the description box below. DM me on Instagram or tweet me on Twitter or whatever you want to do. I haven't seen any. I watched the episodes not too long ago, and I went online to just kind of see feedback from people. I saw nothing. Matter of fact, let me get my iPod real quick. And because I was charging, but while I'm pulling up Twitter, go ahead and please hit that like button. I'd appreciate that. Even if you didn't like the episodes, maybe you might like my review, reaction, whatever you want to call it. Go ahead and hit the notification bell and select all. Oh, sorry. I had some ice cream. My throat's kind of cold. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and go ahead if you haven't. I'm sorry. The tweets popped up and I'm dying here. Okay, I'm sorry. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification icon, select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post new content. And holy, whew. Okay. Woo child, assisted living is on life support so far. 9 minutes in, and I just wish Will, Sasha, the kids, Miss Edna, and the Colonel would come on screen. Okay, after watching, you definitely have 2 hits on your hands. Love how you dealt with the mature language on assisted living. Lord, what show were you watching? First of all, where the hell were Brown and Cora? Seriously, like, okay, on House of Pain, the only characters missing, and I'm not going to count Miranda, but in regards to like the main family, it was Jasmine and CJ. They weren't there. We had Curtis, Ella, Janine, Calvin, Hayden, Jaden, Malik, and Lisa was there. I will say this. In terms of the cast, they aren't half bad. I mean, J. Anthony Brown is hilarious, but I feel like he's the Jack A from, Sister, but she was on The Pains. I feel like it's wasted. Like, you have a great comedic timed, talented actor, but the material he's given is trash. I did laugh a couple of times. Maybe laugh is a strong word. I chuckled a couple of times, but other than that, that was it. The 2 actors who played the children, I like them. They're actually pretty competent actors. I actually like their timing. The only time, and Jeremy, my name. So yeah, in my headcanon, Jeremy is a nod to me. Tyler Perry's like, hey, Jeremy has a YouTube channel. I'm going to name one of the main characters of Assisted Living Jeremy. Yes, in my mind, that's how it works. I know that's egotistical, but that's the only way I was able to make it through the show. And then his, what is his wife's name? I forgot. It begins with an N. I know that much. They actually play off each other pretty well. So let me put it this way. The cast are all right. The material is trash. If you watch my House of Pain review, then you're kind of going to hear the same thing here. Kindergarten conversation. The dialogue sucks. Basically, it's the characters saying the same thing in 20 different ways. Are you listening? Can you hear me? Can we go home? Where the Wi-Fi? I don't want to stay here. I'm itching. Sexual innuendos. A cuss word. That's it. That's literally it. I think the plot is pretty damn flimsy. At least with young Dylan, it kind of made sense. Hey, Mom, you brought my nephew over to stay with us because his mom walked out on him and he needs to be in a stable home environment. Okay, that's actually pretty, I mean, I would hate for that to happen in real life, like to have somebody drop a random family member on me when I'm going through some stuff, but it makes sense as a premise. But in here, it's like, hey, I'm coming from Colorado. Wait, is it Colorado? Is that where they're from? Or I forgot because they kept switching around. Colorado. No, we're in Georgia. Basically, hey, we're coming from out of state to pick up an inheritance because I lost my job somehow. Oh, Grandpa spent the inheritance to buy this retirement home that's run down. and now we're going to move here to clean it up. And yeah, it made no sense. I mean, even the Payne's premise, as bad as it was, kind of made sense in a way. Well, no, it was kind of just as stupid. Curtis is going to sell the house in Georgia without consulting Ella to buy this rundown house and laundromat, and then within like 2 episodes, the house is renovated. So, this show sucks. Sorry, was it the lack of Cora and Brown? To be fair, I don't even know if they could save the show. Are they showing up next week? I don't know. I didn't watch it live, so if they showed a trailer, I did not see it. The theme song's good. I think the theme song's pretty catchy. I forgot to mention this in the House of Pain video, but the theme song is different. It's not bad. I mean, I like the first one. I don't even know what to say. This show was kind of bleh. I did give it some praises. Like I said, the cast, I think, is competent. I just don't think Tyler Perry is giving them good material to work off of. Like the kids, the whole Wi-Fi thing, that's honestly pretty relatable. Like, I'm 29 now, but I know what it's like. Like when I go visit home, again, 55 minutes away, just shout out to the people who sent me well wishes for being negative with my COVID exam. That really meant a lot. Like, I'll probably do a separate video on that, but my roommate's doing a lot better too. I don't know when he's going to do a retest to see if he's now negative, but we both been doing what we've been needing to get done around here in terms of like staying away from each other and keeping ourselves, like whenever I leave my room, I swear, like anytime I leave my room, I got a mask on and rubber gloves, and then I come back, throw away the gloves, wash my hands, put on hand sanitizer. So, the Wi-Fi thing, whenever I go home and the Wi-Fi is super slow compared to my apartment, it sucks. That's why I'm never at home for like more than 2 or 3 days, because I got work to do. And plus, with everybody on devices back there, it just burns up the download time versus being in the apartment where there really isn't any bandwidth amount. It's pretty fast, consistent. Me and my roommate can both binge Netflix and all without affecting each other's Wi-Fi connection. So I can relate to that. It just seems like I understand parents move due to circumstances A, B, or C, job, finances, family, and that affects the kids. But I understand kids really don't have, like, they aren't the parents, but that doesn't seem like a fair justification to just uproot everyone because you see possible potential in a freaking retirement home. Not to mention, look, I know this is not real world, it's a show, but let's say they decided in real life to, fix up the retirement home, but then COVID hit. Yeah, that wouldn't be good at all. So, yeah. It wasn't a good show. When Brown and Cora show up, like I said, I don't even think it can save it. Like, I just don't. But I am interested to see how Jay Anthony will play off of Mr. Brown and vice versa. Or, excuse me, Grandpa Vinny and, Mr. Brown will play off each other. But I don't really see it being enough. Again, the dialogue was just horrible at the end where Grandma, bop, I killed my grandpa. For real, that was trash. But like I said, the son and daughter, I think they're pretty good. Jeremy and his wife play off each other well, and J. Anthony Brown, it's great to see him regardless because he's funny. But overall, I feel like I'm talking like Tyler Perry writing. I'm just repeating the same thing in different ways. I just wish it was better material. So with that being said, I don't really have a score because same with House of Pain. I can't even fathom what to even rate the episode because it was just bad. So let me know what you think. Maybe am I being too hard? Do I have a chip on my shoulder? Do you think my assessment is good? Do you agree with what I said? I feel like this show is like the retirement home. It's kind of run down. dirty, raggedy, but there is potential. But once again, I understand this is just the beginning of the series. Season 1 of any show is going to be a little rough around the edges, but with Tyler Perry showing us this level of consistency and bad writing and plot and character, I think what you see is what you get. So even when they renovate the retirement home eventually, I don't think a fresh coat of paint and a rejuvenation of this entire retirement home is going to change the fact that the writing needs to be better. We don't need a freaking laugh track after every sentence. But kudos to the cast. Like, hey, I'm never knocking anyone from getting an opportunity. So Tyler Perry, you're putting some new faces on. I know like J. Anthony Brown obviously isn't new. Neither is the actor that plays Jeremy. I know he's one of Kevin Hart's comedy buddies. I don't think I've seen the daughter and the son and the wife in anything before. So if I'm wrong about, I know I haven't seen them, but kudos to them for getting the gig. Same thing with the House of Pain crew. I'm glad the old cast is back, but I just think material should be better. That's all I'm saying. So I might do a separate video, which might be a bit controversial, even though I feel like a lot of people will agree with me, but we'll have to wait and see. So what did you think of Assisted Living? Are you going to tune in next week to watch it? Or do you feel like, nah, this did it for me, I'm not watching anymore, which is completely understandable. If I decide to review this show again, kind of like with House of Pain, I'm just going to do a joint review. Like I'll do both episodes in one review, both episodes of House of Pain in one, and then both episodes of Assisted Living in one, and go from there, because it is not worth it to do a review per episode. I swear it isn't. But thanks so much for tuning in, guys. If you would like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal, Cash App, or join Patreon for as little as $1 a month.